Tonko from New York.
Thank you, and I appreciate the ranking member, Jayapal, and the members of the subcommittee for the opportunity to join you here today. And thank you to the powerful testimony that's been offered by our witnesses. Over the past year, increased activity by ICE across the country, including in my own district in upstate New York in the capital region, has created a culture of fear amongst our communities. In fact, last night's news informed the general public that the latest apprehension was of 10 Afghans in the region, 2 of whom were men outside a local mosque just after morning prayer. Fear, and so that's the kind of fear that's being inflicted into the community. Fear that parents will be separated from their children. Fear that they will be detained because of their appearance. Fear that they will be mistreated and abused in detention. In my district, a mother and her 2-year-old daughter were separated in 2 different countries due to the cruel policies of this administration. It's stories like these that I have heard repeatedly from my constituents, many of whom are individuals who witnessed arrests or whose friends, neighbors, or family were taken and who are desperate for answers. In August, I was illegally denied entry at the Buffalo Federal Detention Facility in Batavia, New York, where several of my constituents are being held. With this unannounced visit, I was attempting to get some clarity on the status of detainees from my district, to speak with ICE and facility leadership, and to conduct general oversight of that facility. This visit was particularly important given a June report by ICE's Office of Inspector General, which found that the facility and ICE staff were not in compliance with standards related to the use of force, staff detainee communication, detainee grievances, medical unit staffing, as well as several other concerning findings. I was blocked at the door despite naming and detailing the law that grants me and all members of Congress access to these facilities. The facility individuals blocking my entry at the gate went so far as to confirm that they knew they were in violation of the law, yet I was still denied entry. So, Ms. St. John, I listened with interest to your exchange with Representative Escobar, and obviously, that cleaning up at the detention centers is something that we were suspecting was going on. Tell me, with the legislation, the law that informs us that we can make unannounced visits, do you believe the intent of that legislation was to provide that concept so that we could truly get an accurate assessment of the facility?
I mean, in short, absolutely yes. That is... the legislative intent, I think members of Congress probably know it better than I do, but the intent there is absolutely to be able to get a clear and accurate assessment of what's actually happening, and not the cleaned up or gussied up version of what is happening in detention centers.
And as indicated in my remarks, the individuals indicated they knew they were in violation of the law. Do you think that is pretty much true across the board? Are members aware, are these officers aware, or individuals aware, that they should be letting us have a tour of the facility?
I certainly think that the people in charge of the detention facilities are aware of the law. I mean, individual guards may be more of a question, but I certainly think that the people who are making the choices about instructing those guards at the front desk who can come in and who can come out are very much aware of what the law says and what it is that they're doing instead. And I would go further to say that I think that problem exists across many levels of ICE, not just when it comes to congressional visits, but to any range of conduct by ICE right now that they know is contrary to law.
Thank you very much. I had other questions. I ran out of time, but Ms. Spear, thank you for the powerful statement. I have a question for you. We'll get it to you in writing.